Hey, brothers and sisters, this is Stephen Gregg with Saved by Truth Ministry, and I'm just here today just to let you know that this Saturday is the fourth Sabbath of the seventh month on God's calendar. And starting this Saturday, I'm going to be doing a Sabbath day a little bit differently from this point on. I'm actually going to start it at 6 a.m. On Eastern Time. And the reason why is because I really want to go and help the people in Nigeria. I want to help the people in different countries in Africa and in India learn some of the truths that God is calling us to learn. And so we're excited that that I'm going to be doing this new chapter every few months, or every few years. Sometimes God leads me to do something different. And so the last time I was in the hospital in 2017, God called me to lead the ministry the way I did, and it exploded. It went from our little family, and it took off, and that's when we met all the brothers in Africa and in India and all the different places around the world. And now the ministry has now gone, to pretty much all four corners of the earth. And so now he's called me to do the same exact thing again, for a different perspective, though, because God's calling his people, the people that really want to hear the truth, people that are excited about hearing the message. And so we're going to start our Sabbath service at 6 a.m. And it's going to be a stretch for me because getting up that type of morning, I'm not used to doing that, but it's going to be a perfect time for the brothers in Nigeria, the brothers in India, and the brothers in Kenya. And then, of course, if you have other people in other areas, this can be a great time to invite them. We're going to be broadcasting on multiple stations on Facebook. So you can look on here and you can see where it'll be broadcasted. You'll be able to take notes right on the screen. And then there'll be a few of the leaders that I may invite to come and be a part of it live with me inside the platform. I'm doing this because I really want to make an impact and help as many people around the world learn the truth about the biggest deception that's going on right now in the world, which is the understanding about baptism, the understanding about the Ten Commandments, and the understanding about the Lord's Sabbath day, which is, God's protection around his people, and it was helping people become part of the Church of Philadelphia around the world. So that is my goal this year. That is my goal between now and the time Jesus comes, is to really teach this message to the countries that are excited about learning the messages, which we definitely know God is calling his people from Africa, from India, and from multiple countries around the world. Cambodia now, we just went there. We're in South Korea. So you guys will have the ability to invite people from all those different countries to come and learn this message. So again, it's going to be Saturday Eastern time at 6 a.m. You'll be able to look and see what time is your time, based on that time zone. So Eastern time, it'll be 6 a.m. But I think in Nigeria, it's a different time. In Kenya, it's a different time. India, a different time. And then if you're hearing this message from somewhere else, then you'll be able to check and see what time works for you. But I'm super fired up about this. I'm excited to be able to hop on early in the morning and share a good word with people that God is calling to hear this message. So again, my name is Stephen Gregg. I'm with Saved by Truth Ministry. If you want to learn about some of the things we're going to talk about, you can go to JesusHiddenTruth.com. And this message is going to be about the Church of Philadelphia, what it takes to become part of the Church of Philadelphia, who are the Church of Philadelphia, and why that's so important to be involved in it right now. Because as you guys can see around the world right now, there's all kinds of crazy stuff happening, and there's a reason, because Jesus is coming soon. Nobody knows the day, nobody knows the hour, nobody knows anything. But this is what I can tell you. We are living Revelation 14 right now. And if you understand Revelation 14, then you understand why it's so important to be part of the Church of Philadelphia. So again, my name is Stephen Gregg. I'm with SavedByTruth.com. You can check out our website, SavedByTruth.com. You're welcome to visit any of our Facebook groups or our YouTube group, and we're going to be broadcasting this live every single Sabbath from this point on. This Saturday, it'll be 6 a.m. Eastern time, and you have to check in what time you in your country or your area, what time the service will be. But every Sabbath from now on, I'll be doing it at 6 a.m. my time, and then you guys would have to kind of figure out what time it is in your time zone. The best way to do that is just go to Google it and say, what time is 6 a.m. Eastern to whatever time it is in your country. Put your country in there, and on Google, it'll tell you the translation of what time it is in your particular area. So the reason why I'm so excited about doing this for you guys is because of this. God has put me in charge of teaching this message for the last 13 years, and I've been doing so. And it's been interesting, it's been exciting, but it's also been challenging to watch the progression, because here where I live in the United States, nobody really wants to hear the message, and nobody wants to hear the truth. And so it's very, very challenging to find people. We have a few, but most don't, and so God has now called me to go and teach to the people that do want to hear it, which is so exciting to see all the baptisms happening in Africa, all the baptisms happening in Nigeria, in Kenya and in India, and all the different locations around the world. So I'm going to be getting up in the morning. I'm going to be doing a message just like I did before. The difference is not going to be on Zoom. It's going to be right here on this streaming system. After the video is done, then it's actually going to be recorded, downloaded, edited, and then added to our website. So you can go to jesushiddentruth.com, and that'll take you to where the videos will be located. Or you can always check on our website, savedbytruth.com, and you can learn more about us and our ministry. What I would recommend you to do right now is look for the link. You can probably find it on our Facebook page, and start sending that link out to everybody you can think of on Facebook. Any pastor that you know, any bishop or any evangelist, or anybody that's called an apostle, and share our message out, because I'm going to really go in depth about the Sabbath day and why it's so important, how the Sabbath actually works, so you guys can really understand it. So I'm excited about that. I'm going to really go into the meanings of the deceptions that are out there, so that you guys can know the truth and be saved. I'm going to also go through the meaning of why it's so important to keep the 10 Commandments right now, and how we can avoid the deceptions of the world. Because Satan right now is trying to deceive the masses in a big way. And so my job and my goal is to help teach the truth, help lead you guys to the kingdom of God, help lead as many people that want to know the truth as possible. So that's what I'm going to be doing this week. And so again, thank you so much for being here right now. I just wanted to do this little intro message, and you guys can share this out with your ministry. You can share this out with as many people as you want. But Saturday, started a new chapter. It's time to go to work. It's time to really help lead his 144,000 to the kingdom of God. Talk to you soon, guys. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.